Simon & Schuster Audio presents No Sense in Wishing. Essays by Lawrence Burney. Read by the author.
For my late grandmother, Sandra Lee. Introduction. This isn't the book I thought I'd write if ever afforded the opportunity. For more than a decade now, my work has been mostly concerned with trying to tell other people's stories in the hopes of painting a compelling and thoughtful portrait of Black life and how it's reflected through creative expression. I've tracked the evolution of music coming out of my home region at a time when the sonics were shifting from homegrown subgenres to locally informed hip-hop once the influence of social media became unavoidable. I've hopped in the car and taken road trips all around the United States to catch artists right at the sweet spot of transitioning from hometown heroes to performers with national promise. And when the chance came, I boarded flights to the motherland to see what distant relatives were trying to push out to the rest of the world artistically. The role of a culture journalist, from what I was taught, wasn't necessarily to perform objectivity. We all have our slants. But, at the very least, it was to not get in the way of readers feeling like they were in the same room as an artist, thinker, or movement they've been craving a deeper access to and understanding of. So, that's what I set out to do. The book I thought I'd write was going to be somewhere along those lines. Me in another person's world, depicting them in their natural state, only showing myself enough to let it be known they're having a conversation with a fellow human being. A different way showed itself to me, though. In this life, we endure an infinite series of experiences that change us at the molecular level. The first song that had a lasting impression on you isn't likely the first memory you have of a song, but something about the one you do remember changes you in considerable ways. Just like the first time you sat with a book that made you say to yourself, I have to change the course of my life after reading this. This book is an exercise in mining the memory for those path-altering episodes. It is not necessarily concerned with retelling events for history's sake. Memory is something different. It is how our brains and hearts, when exposed to the elements of our environment, process history. The way I remember having a crab feast at my grandmother's house may get the number of crabs, the people present, or the tablecloth we ate on wrong. What isn't wrong is the effect the experience had on me and why, when I eat crabs to this day.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?